Why Dumb and Dumber?
Loved Dumb and Dumber my whole life. I'm 40 years old. So when it came out in the 90s, I was probably still a little bit too young to even get it, but it doesn't matter with Dumb and Dumber because it's so dumb. Mm-hmm. Most of the jokes are on the table. Like, it's not like they're trying to, beat around the bush or anything. But I was a huge Jim Carrey fan as a kid. I would do his impressions, Ace Ventura, all of that. I mean, when he would come on the Tonight Show, I would lose my mind. So yeah, it's definitely one of my all-time favorites. Mm-hmm. I've seen this movie, I would say more than any movie I've ever seen in my entire life, hands down.
Yeah.
Would be Dumb and Dumber.
I think it's up there for me too. Like I told Nick, usually I watch the movie like 4 or 5 times to prepare just so I know every nook and cranny. Yeah. And this time I was like, I didn't watch it.
Me either.
Yeah, I watched it like 2 days ago and then was like, okay.
I'm confident. I feel the exact same way.
I was like, I'm the least prepared, but somehow the most prepared I've ever been.
Yeah. I mean, I just referenced this movie last night without even thinking about it. I bought this Christmas sweater and I was going to wear it during the special, and thank God they shot it down. I was talking to my buddy. I go, doesn't this sweater look like when Jim Carrey is that scene where he's like throwing nuts in his mouth and it's like he's in a dream? And he's like, acting you know what I'm saying?
And they're losing their minds.
Yeah, everybody's just laughing like out of their minds, and he's in that corny like Christmas sweater. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I reference the movie all the time, still to this day.
So I've been asking buddies, I was like, what's something you remember specifically you took away from Dumb and Dumber? And a guy referenced that scene. He goes, that was the first time in my life I found out you could light farts on fire.
Oh, dude, that's such a great reference. Yeah, I mean, and that's another great point. I'm 11 years old, don't get most movies, but he's lighting his farts on fire. I go, if this isn't the best comedy I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he's brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, the whole movie is like that. It's classic. There's no way that, I mean, all the time, Swammy, Samsonite. Yeah. I mean, the references never end.
So Swammy, Slippy, Slappy, Swanson?
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. I was way off.
I have a Samsonite bag, and I mean, I say it all the time, man.
I mean, movies in general are always funny because you get to remember what it was like when you watched it the first time. And when you're a kid, like you're talking about lighting the fart on fire.
Yeah.
I remember watching it then just being like, hilarious. He's great. Now I'm watching it and you're like, oh, this is so delusional. This is insane thinking like the whole family would just be like dying.
This guy is comedy god.
Yeah. What's funny is like, this is going full circle because in my opinion, now, there for a while I would try to go back to it. And I would be like, this is really, really out there. And I would still enjoy it. But it's like now the world's on fire and I'm enjoying it as much as I ever have because it's the most mindless, thankless comedy. There is no context. There is no outside. There's no like political jokes. There's no like worldly jokes. No message. That's what I'm trying to say with a lot of words. There is no messages in Dumb and Dumber. These are the two dumbest dudes on earth. I mean, petting a dead bird, it's the best.
I love that when the heart grab.
Oh,
dude, it is so good.
Goodbye, my love is probably my favorite throwaway line in the whole movie.
Yes.
Just, goodbye, my love.
Goodbye, my love.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my love.
Oh man. And I mean, I'll sometimes when things like are, not in a serious way, but like aren't going great, I'll go, our pets' heads are falling off. Yeah. And like my wife, she's like 7 years younger than me, just enough to where she kind of misses, she gets it now, but she hasn't seen Dumb and Dumber like I have. And at first she was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, there's a scene in the movie where the world's crumbling and that's just a killer line.
We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Got a few surprises for you.
Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite scenes. Petey just petting the dead. I mean, how insane. And I mean, I would like to think the writers in this movie absolutely out of their minds.
Yeah.
To think about, you killed this bird, let's tape its head back on, give it to the blind kid and have him pet it. And just have him pet this dead bird, man. That is so killer.
I just love that Jeff Daniels is like, what happened? He just goes, his head fell off.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that happened.
Yeah. He was old.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened?
His head fell off.
His head fell off.
Yeah, he was pretty old.
it always gets a laugh out of me every time, no matter how many times I've seen the movie too. When it flashes back and it shows him, and he's just like, "I just thought the bird was really quiet."
The heartbreaking story of the blind Rhode Island boy who was duped into buying a dead parakeet.
I just thought he was real quiet.
They really leaned into how dumb they are, which makes the movie so great. I mean, mutt cuts.
Yeah, that's
he's
amazing.
dressed as a dog. His car's dressed as a dog. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Shaggin' Wagon. Who do you think is dumber?
I think that Jeff Daniels might be dumber.
Really?
Yeah. I think Jim Carrey accidentally has some big moments. I mean, he comes up on the motorcycle, which really turns the movie. I don't know. I feel like the Jim Carrey's character is like a little bit like slapstick dumber, but like I think he's like chasing dreams, trying to fall in love.
Okay.
Has a little bit more of a normal narrative as a human, and Jeff Daniels is just there.
And he also snaked Freda Felcher from him.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you gotta be smart.
For sure. He just, if we, I mean, in hindsight, this is like watching a different version of Love on the Spectrum, but I think Jim's just a little smarter.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if there's a right answer, but that's my, look at this.
If Jim was an Uber driver,
That's
what kind of review do you think Mary would leave?
Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Look at it. He's acting like they've been together forever.
He starts the conversation too, and this is 94, like every Uber I've ever had where he goes, "This isn't my real job, you know."
Oh, dude, you reminded me. You gotta immediately put that out there.
This is the first sentence.
Crypto's going nuts. I just thought I'd take a lap, where he's turning around talking and everything's blowing up in his windshield as he's heading down the road.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like wanting him to like turn around. Just vehicles are running into each other. Gosh, there's so many good lines.
I mean, that's my thing is I don't want to just sit here and quote it, but like every time we like have something happen bad in Alabama football where like Johnny Manziel scores and he's like show it off. I had a buddy that always would go, "Kill him."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would do, that's so, same thing. I would yell that randomly and nobody would get it or a couple people would get it. Kill him! It's like the best. But there's so many, and you're right. You're like, I don't want to keep quoting this. It's incredibly quotable.
Yeah.
It just never ends. How many things.
Yesterday was one of the greatest days of my life. Mary and I went skiing. We made a snowman. She touched my leg.
Okay, kill him.
I've heard my parents, they love Naked Gun and like those type of movies, and they're okay. But this was like my Naked Gun where nothing makes sense. Slapstick comedy, no, not a real movie.
How much money do you think is in that briefcase?
Growing up, I would have told you $500 and I would have thought it was nuts. But it has to be, a decent amount.
I mean, sports car, $250,000.
Yeah,
Might want to hold on to that one.
These are as good as cash.
Yeah.
Dude, the IOUs are unreal. Oh my gosh.
See this? That's a car. $275,000. Might want to hang on to that one.
It's got to be close to $1 million at least.
Would that be enough for you to perform in Saudi Arabia?
Man, don't make me answer that here.
We move on.
Yeah.
What kind of podcast is this? I'm out of here, guys.
What's going on?
I'm just here to leisurely talk about Dumb and Dumber.
But 250 cash? No, but also Jim Carrey's physical acting is like put on display here. Jeff can't keep up in that regard, but his character's different. But Jim is like so physical, like, almost seems like he came from the same school Kramer did in Seinfeld, where like the way they move their bodies and just even like, the way he's walking.
You're right about the physicality though. Cause like I was watching, I can't remember what scene, but I was just looking at Jim Carrey being like, who else would do that?
Nobody. And his facial expressions. that's what makes him so killer. I forget this actor's name, but he has a fun little role in this. The mobster guy,
Gas Man.
Yeah, Gas Man. He's been in quite a few movies, but he's got a fun like little villain role in this.
I don't know his name though. Every time I see him in something else, though, I'm like, oh, that's that guy from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. It's the guy that ate too spicy of food or whatever happened. He falls out of his chair.
The one poster on the wall. Did you have any posters on your wall growing up?
Oh, of course, man. from a posters generation.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just, I had a Steve McNair poster at one time.
Nice.
Wasn't even necessarily a Titans fan, but we all loved Steve, man.
Oh, yeah.
He was just going down the field bleeding with dirt all over him. Had a couple Braves posters, of course. Had a David Justice.
Everybody in Alabama was a Braves fan growing up.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have no choice. I made the biggest mistake of my life, moved to Colorado, started cheering for the Rockies, which is like they're like a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Like, they're the worst team to ever exist. But yeah, grew up loving the Braves for sure.
Well, speaking of posters, got another thing for you.
Oh, no. Oh, man. This is unbelievable. This is my favorite special that's ever been made. And I got to tell you, I'm going to frame this. And I don't know if these folks here can see it. This is Robin Williams live on Broadway. It is an unbelievable special. He has 19 bottles of water on stage. He's clearly on cocaine. He is the sweatiest man on earth in this special. But this is the one where he talks about how golf was invented.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch this one?
Oh yeah,
it's unbelievable. That special's unreal. Thank you guys so much.
It's funny you mentioned going to Colorado. I lived in Colorado for a little bit, and before I drove out there, I just burned tons of CDs. And Robin Williams, I listened to like 3 of his comedy. Like at that time, I hadn't listened to his stand-up. And it was just like, wow. Like, he has some stuff where you're like, this is so out there. Hard to follow. Yeah. But it's also like, it's like Jim Carrey, where you're like, it's so insane. It's so, no one else could do that.
Yeah. And he inspired me in comedy because he showed me that it didn't have to be done in a certain way. I was always like, not Jerry Seinfeld's fine, but I was like, that's not the type of comedy that I want to do. And all these other guys were pretty buttoned up. Mm-hmm. And then Robin gets on there and just loses his mind, does impressions. He's completely unhinged. I mean, there's nobody like him till this day that's doing comedy. But I will have this framed in my home for sure. I mean, that is unbelievable. Unfortunately for y'all, I don't even know if you have another gift, but you're not going to be able to top that one.
We'll see.
Unless you have a dead grandfather you can bring out here. He's like, you want to go crappie fishing? I go, is that you? That's crazy. No, but that's awesome.
When you were talking about Jim Carrey and the facial expressions, it makes sense. Like, you really love big people.
Yeah. I do. That's a good read. I mean, my favorite comedy growing up, I used to watch BET Comic View late at night and watch these black comics just lose their minds and be demonstrative. and that's like the type of comedy that I enjoyed. Then after that, BET After Dark came on. That was touch and go. Had to make sure the parents weren't walking in.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, back in the day, I've always loved, Bill Burr is an inspiration to me as well. And just for kind of his anger and downhill. But yeah, I like the big personalities. Chris Farley, love Chris Farley. Man. I mean, I got a little Chris Farley in me. Not nearly the athlete. I can't do a cartwheel at 300 pounds. But his energy and
you can fall on a table though and smash it.
I can smash a table, man.
It is crazy to look at Chris Farley and be like, I'm not near the athlete.
Yeah. But he did all of his own stunts in Beverly Hills Ninja. All of his own stunts. And if you watch that, he's doing cartwheels. He's flipping over bushes. He's like jumping head. I promise you, I can't do not a one of those things. So yeah, Chris Farley was a pretty good athlete. People wouldn't see that coming. You're right.
Take back to Robin Williams though. What's your favorite Robin Williams movie?
Oh man,
or
what
role?
A great question. I mean, it might have to be Miss Doubtfire. But here's the thing. Let me tell you something that's crazy. If Miss Doubtfire was made today, we're all everybody would lose their minds because the world is such in a wild spot. They would think that they were trying to. But back then, I didn't think it was. I was like, this dude's dressed up as a woman being a nanny. This is absolutely hilarious. I'm just saying it would not play the same in 2025.
Absolutely.
With everybody looking for a reason to be upset. I'm not saying that everybody should go out and do what he did. I'm saying the movie would play much different now. But Miss Doubtfire was unbelievable. What's the one where he was in the museum as well?
Night at the Museum.
Yeah, perfect.
He's Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was his last role.
It was his last role. I mean, he crushed that. And then there's one more that I'm missing where I feel like, was there one where he was a student?
Good Will Hunting's pretty good.
Hunting, and he was the teacher's
the student, Jack,
not standing.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams is great, but no, what's the one where he's an English teacher?
Yeah, My Captain.
Yeah, the guy stands on the desk. Why am I blanking?
Is that the Breakfast
Dead
Club?
Poet Society?
No, Dead Poet Society. Yeah, there it is.
Thank you. I wish I wouldn't have guessed.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That is an unbelievable. Yeah, what about you?
Miss Doubtfire, when you said that, it made me think that could be the first movie I saw with him. And I just remember him dancing on the table being like, this guy's so cool. Like,
that party, I don't get it. You're just like, man, his wife sucks.
Yes.
She doesn't know a good time when it hits her in the face.
Man. I mean, that movie, Miss Doubtfire was truly was a hit. That would be my favorite.
See, y'all didn't say mine.
What is it?
Hook.
Oh, man, that's a great one.
Without fail.
Oh, man, Hook was fire.
That was just one of those movies that was always at my grandma's house.
Oh, yeah.
And that you just watch a million times.
Absolutely. There was just 3 or 4 VHSs you were running over and over again.
What were yours? Do you remember?
Man, I'm kind of old now, so it's hard for me to look back. The Never-Ending Story.
Oh, dude.
Was one of them. Yeah, man. Ride a dog through the air one time. You know what I mean?
See, I just remember the horse scene. That scarred me.
Oh, yeah. That is
brutal.
Quite the, yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it. I'm a little younger than y'all, so like it always had the reputation of being scary. So I was like, I'm good.
It wasn't like overly scary, but there was just parts in it that were jarring as a young kid.
Was a little kid seeing that flying dog? I'm like, no thanks, I'm okay.
But that was the thing. The dog was your safe spot.
Yeah, he was your guy.
Well, that's what worries me. He scares me too.
I'll tell you what was, Wizard of Oz was another one, and that one was a little trippy.
The flying monkeys.
Flying monkeys were wild.
Yeah.
I remember that scaring me for sure. And then the other movies were probably like some Lifetime Christian movie that I don't remember. But yeah, those are a couple that I can remember from back in the day. Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
I feel like
a big one.
Oh.
Yeah. I've watched that one a lot too, for sure. This just reminded me that we're not there yet, but that John Denver's full of shit.
Oh.
I mean, an unbelievable line that we've all used. I lived in Denver for 10 years. Used it too much. Because, they were going the wrong way. But in Colorado, if you're not looking west, it looks like Kansas. So it's easy to, that line's always ready and available.
Huh. I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
If you had to get a tattoo based on this movie, like a line or like a visual, what would you get?
Probably a mockingbird. And like out of its beak, it would be like king bird. And
that's good.
Yeah. Because I love when they sing that. I love that. Ma. King bird. I mean, that scene is just
King.
Yeah.
It's so much better. It's like, there's some more people over here.
Yeah.
Pick them up.
Yeah. I love it. That is such a killer scene, man.
Hey, Lloyd, look, there's some people who want to ride too. Pick them up. Sing, bird, sing.
Dear Gasman.
Aspen.
These guys are pros.
My gosh.
But as a kid, never noticed Aspen misspelled.
No, would have never.
Don't understand the gas man joke, really.
No, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. I might have just got it. Yeah. Definitely not. But that's the great thing about, this is one of those movies where you could watch it with your dad as a kid and you're laughing as hard as he is and you're kind of laughing for different reasons. Because you missed the throwaway line, but you get how dumb these guys are. I mean, here it's just, okay, it's the most quotable movie of all time. Because here comes another one. Kick his ass, Seabass.
Absolutely.
I have said that. We've all said that. I mean, I've done the salt thing is just so, it just throws it over the whole thing.
You spilt the salt?
Harry, do you realize what you've done?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, you got to throw it directly over your shoulder. Okay, done. Now it's just landed in the middle of some cowboys.
Do you have any weird superstitions?
No, I do have some. You asked about superstitions. I'm a very superstitious guy. And for me, it's I have to pick up a penny on heads. I would never pass one. And it's tough. I sometimes in some parts, like if I'm walking around some parts of New York City, I won't even look down because I don't want to pick one up. I'm like, because I have to. I have seen a penny on heads in front of a homeless man and just been like, this is not enough to turn around your day. I promise you. This is a real big superstition. It's not like a penny's going to get you back on your feet. That's one. There's certain numbers that I don't.
But like give him $1.
Yeah. No, it'd be that important to me. And I should have said that so I didn't sound like a monster, right? I just took the penny. I mean, I did something. This just happened flying into Birmingham. I was in the TSA line, and I don't have great vision. And there was a penny on the floor. And I'm like doing my bag stuff, getting my stuff into the bins to put through the security. And I keep looking down and I cannot see if it's heads or tails. And I'm about to shoot my special. So I'm like, if I don't find this out, it could all go off the rails. So I'm not joking. I push my stuff. The TSA guy's like, walk your stuff down. I walk it down. I could have just gone straight through screening. I circled back, went all the way up. There's people. I did not care. Squatted down, looked at the penny. It was on tails, turned around and walked off. And I know that there was at least one person in that group that knew what I was doing. The rest of the people were probably like, what is wrong with him? But it is that numbers. I don't like the number 6.
Mm-hmm. I'm weird with numbers too. 6 as well, 6 and 13.
6 and 13.
And I don't like stepping on lines or cracks. That's one thing.
See, I don't have the lines and cracks, but I am a numbers. Like I love like certain numbers, 3, 5, 11, 25, 33. Like there's certain.
Sounds like the lost code.
Yeah, I'm about to say early from
13,
Lost.
23, 42.
It did. It got a little.
How long have you been off the island?
Yeah, I was about to say, got a little trainy there. I just start, I love trains and numbers. But that would be my biggest superstition. I don't have all of them. I don't have the black cat one. That doesn't bother me.
Or ladders. I don't care about ladders.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I kind of pick and choose, but yeah.
I fist bump the plane every time I get on it.
I do touch the outside of the plane as I'm stepping on. I'll touch it. And there's been a couple times where I know people behind me because like I like pat it, like do me good here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know that they can tell that I'm trying to. Yeah, but I mean, it's whatever. If you don't believe in that, it's totally fine. I've had some people, when you grow up in the South around, really religious people, they think that superstitions are crazy. And it's like, listen, I mean, sometimes you pray and you work. Sometimes you find a penny on head and things work. I try it all. I'm trying all avenues. But yeah.
We're at the scene with Harlan Williams. Have you gotten to meet or work with Harlan at all?
I haven't, man. I don't go to Austin very often, and that's where he hangs out a lot. I've only heard great things about him, though. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, the times that I've seen him, he kills on stage. He might be a better comedian than an actor. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but he's pretty funny.
Oh, I think he's hilarious. This scene's incredible.
And this scene is killer. A little bit of Grandpa's cough syrup.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you? Sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine?
Just when he's handing him the beer and it spills, Jeff Daniels' face, when he just is like, I just got this on me. Truly, like, I love that Jim Carrey fought so hard for Jeff Daniels to be in this movie because he wanted like a real actor. And not a comedian. And in that moment, it truly is like you're watching it because it's like, he's such a good actor that
Jeff Daniels is killer.
It's incredible to me.
I love when you hear behind the scenes stuff like that, where another actor fought for another guy because he knew that it would elevate the movie, and like you wanted somebody certain in there.
No, it's a cardigan. I mean, that's an amazing line.
That one is undefeated. Pull over. No, it's a cardigan. When they wrote that in the writing room, they were like, damn good job.
Let's take lunch.
Yeah, that is nice. Look how young. I mean, all these guys look younger, but Harlan, I mean, is a baby.
Mm-hmm. So based off your stand-up, I know you've had a couple tussles with the police. Do you have any funny stories there or any funny interactions?
No, I'm not like, 2 DUIs in 4 months isn't super silly. They were pretty mad at me. I mean, what's funny is the first DUI I got in Calhoun County, Jacksonville, Alabama, where I went to school, where I went to college. And it was such a different experience. It was like such a Mayberry type arrest. Like they brought me into the back room. They didn't even put me in the jail cell. They were just like, you can't drive drunk, you idiot. What are you doing? You knew we'd catch you. You see us out there. Now you're going to drive around. Now we got to be the bad guy. We don't want to be a bad guy. And then I got pulled over and I got Cartersville, Georgia, and they were just pissed. And they were not nearly as nice. I mean, when I was in Jacksonville jail, they gave me McDonald's and we were all just hanging out, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget it. And then in Cartersville, it was just not the same experience.
They don't just yuck it up as much.
No. But it was a very funny, very Alabama, small town experience. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, I still don't drive till this day. which is the wildest part of it all. 15 years, still don't drive. Which is just crazy. I could never live in Alabama and pull that off.
No.
When I tell my buddies and people from Alabama that I don't drive, you just see them trying to do the math because they're like, well, then how do you live? Like, but when you live in New York City and Denver, the two places I've lived, Ubers and Lyfts they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I can get anywhere. I mean,
they're like a penny you can pick up.
Anywhere. And like in Denver, they have Lime scooters. I don't know if y'all have seen those. Like the Lime. And that's what I did most of the time. I mean, it was kind of crazy being a full-grown adult, married. Me and my wife taking Lime scooters. I'm not joking. We would go to doctor's appointments. We'd show up to steakhouses. We'd be on the way there. I'd go, I'm going to get the ribeye, I mean, we'd be riding the Lime scooter.
I hit 25 miles a gallon on this hog.
I mean, exactly. Yeah. Bring, 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 bring. Yeah.
Mary here. She would have been Merry Christmas if they'd got married.
That is an unbelievable little tidbit.
Speaking of Christmas, got you a couple things. I kind of combined 3 things into one. Your love of Christmas.
Yeah, I do love Christmas.
With a couple of
Christmas
ornaments.
That is unbelievable. A Waffle House ornament. That is unreal. Y'all are wild with this. I don't know how, and a crock pot. This is incredible. Did you make this?
No.
I mean, this is unreal.
I'm not that autistic.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That is so cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I not only is like crock pots, that joke, it's my most viral joke. It's one of those things where like, I love the joke, but I feel like I've written like so much smarter stuff and people are like, no, do the crock pot bit again. But I do love crock pots in real life. I mean, I run them all the time. They make me feel so like I feel talented. Like when it gets done, I feel like I did something.
Even just throwing everything in there,
it's
just like
insane. I do nothing, and it's the best feeling. Dude,
it's really
this
just opening a can.
These are all of like my favorite things. I mean, you got Robin Williams, Waffle House, crock pot. I mean, you got the Petey. This is unbelievable. Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. I mean, this is killer. God, it's so over the top. All this is. I mean, look at this. This gets ridiculous. Yeah, see, this is crazy. It's about to fight this dude.
The way he just throws down the napkin, too.
This was another scene where I noticed his physicality, where like when he's doing some of the moves, it's like, this doesn't look like it's funny, but it's also like, he looked like he put some work into some of it.
I mean, look at this, just racking this dude. It's unreal. Oh my goodness. Insane. Final boss.
Yeah.
The chef. I mean, look at how ridiculous.
I can hear the noise he's making.
Yeah. That is killer. You nailed it.
Oh, man.
He does the fish gills right here at the end. How dumb is that?
In the script, it's like you do a crazy dance.
Yes.
And he just like reads those words and goes, got it.
I mean, that's really, I just was in a movie with Nate Bargatze's shooting, and it's so, I mean, you nailed it. They give you so much room, and that is exactly how they sold that to him. Is they go, just be crazy, and he came up with every bit of that. Nobody could write that.
No,
and then you close fish gill. It's not. Nobody writes that.
What was your role in the Nate Bargatze movie?
I was. I'm a like over the top car salesman that just have a fun scene with 6 or 7 lines where they just kind of let me be myself. I'm just real over the top. Got to riff some lines. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you slap the hood of the car?
I didn't get to slap the hood of the car.
They put you in one of these bad boys. I immediately saw you.
Was that your first movie?
Yeah, first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's called The Breadwinner, and it'll be coming out in the spring.
I know he's doing something with Mandy Moore. That's a TV show, right?
No, that's the movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I think Aaron Weber and Dusty Slay are garbage men in it.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Weber and
Brian Bates. Yeah,
they're garbage men. Dusty is a horse trainer, which is incredible. I don't even know his scene, but I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, immediately you're like, of course. That makes so much sense.
A horse trainer is just a killer idea. Yeah.
Got another gift for you.
What do you got here?
I think this one, you're going to be really impressed with this one.
Oh, my goodness. This is unbelievable. I mean, Campbell Stroup. That's the first joke I ever wrote. Campbell Stroup. And then I told my mom, I go, Mom, what if I name my son Campbell Stroup? And she said that'd be crazy because he'd be more like Chunky Campbell Stroup. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate you being here. Man, that is so great. My son is going to rock that. That is unbelievable. These are such thoughtful gifts, man. This is so great.
Is your son, has he been born yet?
Yeah. Okay. He was born August 25th.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about it on stage. I have some bits where I talk about him not being born quite yet because I haven't caught up, It's hard to be live with the writing.
I thought he had, but last night when you went in there, I was like, maybe that's an old joke, or maybe
yeah, it confused a lot of people. I was in the merch line taking pictures, and it was the number one topic. They go, no, so great, man. What a show, man. So who's the baby on Instagram? And I'm like, okay, I get that. I just, my writing, like when you write, you don't, it's not necessarily always up to date. It kind of lags, but I understand, the confusion there. But yeah, that's so funny. He was born August 25th. Seth Stroup, real blessing. Really, really a lot of fun. Little Campbell Stroup action.
Yeah. Seth Campbell Stroup, right? That's a middle name.
Man, that is so great.
Oh, this is another one. Get off the phone.
Oh, yes. Look, a guy looks like Ryan Hamilton. I don't know. He's a comedian. Very funny.
Oh, yeah. He's hilarious. Right. Yeah, he does. it's like the mouth and nose.
Yeah. There's so many big actors in this movie. One thing, unfortunately for me, I'm terrible at remembering actresses' names. So, but like this movie is star-studded. I mean, a lot of these people, that guy's been in a bunch of movies. I don't know who the hell he is.
He's a great bad guy, though.
He is. He's a great prick. He looks like one.
He does.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat. In the end, when it reveals her husband, originally they wanted Mel Gibson to be Mary Swanson's husband.
Oh, that'd been good.
Because they're like, especially at the time in
back
94,
then, he was the ultimate badass.
Oh, yeah. So
yeah.
The fact that Jim Carrey would have thought that he was like a better man than him would have just been the ultimate joke.
That is hysterical.
That's another part I love, too, is he's got a gun.
Yeah. He's got a gun.
He's got a gun!
Lloyd.
Huh?
I do think the ending is perfect, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're talking about watching as a kid. I remember watching as a kid and getting that part, but not getting the joke part. Almost looking at my dad being like, why didn't they get on the bus?
Yeah,
getting frustrated. Like, what are these guys doing?
It's so killer to have him flag down the bus.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And you're like, oh, well, of course. I mean, he realized it's that way.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
That is so...
Two guys are just going to catch a lucky break.
Oh my gosh.
I do love the movie that they have each other, though. I know they're looking for someone else, but it is like at least these two dumbasses found each other.
Yeah. And I think that's part of it is where they're just, they're clearly well into adulthood.
You talked about Forrest Gump, but this is almost like Forrest Gump if they were just idiots.
Yeah.
Like actual idiot. Well, I guess Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
That's not the best analogy, actually.
Yeah. I was about to say, they're two different breeds of dumb.
Yeah. But it is still that like failing upwards.
It is.
Like accidental success.
And they're not even nearly as close.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest, he put money into Apple, started a shrimping company. Yeah. These guys
got worms.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got worms.
I beg your pardon?
That's what we're going to call it. I got worms. We're going to specialize in selling worm farms.
I was about to say the success is not quite the same. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see Forrest driving a Lamborghini.
That's a good point.
One of the last things we got you. So I know your other pick was going to be Wedding Crashers.
Yes, I love it.
So the painting is a gift, Derrick.
Oh my goodness. Y'all have got to see this. This is unbelievable.
Zach Wormer helped us do this.
I cannot believe.
It's called Celebration. It's sexual and violence.
I cannot believe that I'm going to hang two things y'all gave me in my home. My wife does not realize this will be in my bathroom. I cannot believe There's nothing better. I mean, you're right. That's unreal.
I call the painting Celebration. It's sexual and violent. I thought you might like it.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers, the big Vince Vaughn guy. Now me and Vince Vaughn both have a painting with a leaf over our crotch. That's unbelievable.
I thought it was funny that both movies have a common thread of poisoning someone to the point of diarrhea.
Yeah, good point. I didn't even think about that. Wedding Crashers, they use eye drops, and this one, it's like straight up X-Lax, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but also they poison the guy.
Yeah.
With actual poison.
Oh, yeah, with rat poison, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Pills are good.
Pills are good. It's about to go off the rails right here. Oh, my gosh.
This helps.
This helps. That place is called Dante's Inferno. It's a restaurant. It's insane.
When I was researching this movie, I found out that Clint Eastwood was playing golf in like a tournament with Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
And went up to him and was like, that bathroom scene? He's like, same thing happened to me once.
I mean, his legs are up. I'm losing his mind.
That is so funny.
Clint probably just owned it, though. Clint was probably like, I just took a shit in your bathroom.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Think about how hot these peppers are. Look, he's figuring out right here that these guys are just idiots. Look at Jake.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
cannot keep it together. Look, I mean, immediately. It just touched his lips. He's done.
This
Look at
season
him.
on Hot Ones.
Look at him. Laughing in his face. He's dying. I mean, I've had some pretty hot stuff in my life on accident. I went to Prince's Hot Chicken in Nashville. Went there with two other buddies. I ordered mild. They both ordered hot. We went back to the table. I take a bite, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, whoa. I go, man, the mild here is really, and they go, well, the hot's not even that hot, so I don't know why you're saying anything. So I keep eating it, and I'm just like, well, I'm not going to bring it up because they think I'm a pansy, clearly. I mean, I got sweat running down the back of my neck, man. I get chills with each bite. We end up finding out, as you guys have probably already figured out, I got hot. They both got mild. And if you have ever had true hot, like Nashville's, Prince's is the original, not Hattie B's. Prince's is like the first one, and it is unbelievably hot. I mean, this scene, it's similar.
No, I had it for the first time not long ago, and I like hot stuff, so I ordered hot and extra hot, and just had one bite of the extra hot, and was like, because sometimes people say it's hot, and it's not that hot.
Yeah.
And then I ate the rest of the hot. The next morning, I was like in so much pain, like it was burning to pee.
I could totally see that. The thing about hot chicken is the chicken is hot. Okay? Now listen. Hold on. Doesn't sound profound. The actual chicken, not now your whole life.
Not the flavor.
Not the whole life. They toss it. The skin of the chicken is hot. The seasoning is, the sauce is hot. The chicken, you get to the chicken breast, that is spicy as well because of the way they make it, because they toss it twice and put it through the thing. But yeah, I guess at first, you know the thing about hot chicken? It's hot chicken. And they go, you're unbelievable. You're a genius. Yeah.
So we have a restaurant in our hometown called the Downtown Grill.
Yeah.
And they had this thing called the Downtown Fire.
Yeah.
And if you ate 10 wings, you got a shirt. That's how
Just
hot
10.
it was.
Yeah,
was it just 10?
Yeah, I was going to say that must be so hot.
Well, Reed could tell you.
Yeah,
You did it?
I did it, and then I had a Jeff Daniels moment under the bridge about 4 blocks away. This is
Under
what
the bridge.
it was. Not
You were
my
looking
proudest
at a
moment.
Tim Loves Lucy spray paint, dropping a deuce.
Yeah, didn't make it 2 blocks.
Yeah, this is when we were kids. We would ride our bikes around, but yeah, I did not make it home.
the best.
Grabbed some real estate flyers, and I found my bridge.
That is real estate flyers is great. Look how this thing has to get gas. It has to lift its leg. Oh, okay. I thought this was the
Big gulps.
Yeah. Not yet. He hits himself in
The Big Gulps thing was they were just extras watching them shoot.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he just comes up.
That makes sense.
Big gulps, huh?
Both of them.
Now he's talking to her about skiing.
When we were talking about who's dumber, the only objection I'd have is I feel like Jeff Daniels has so many smooth moments with women where Lloyd can't talk to women. But I mean, that's not necessarily a sign of intelligence.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, you're when he does
moments with women, he's about to set himself on fire.
He is about to set himself on
this
fire.
isn't the best scene. But you know what I mean? There's some scenes with Mary where you're like, okay, like where he's like, I think it's very charming and funny when he's like, hey, I'll pick you up 7:45, and he's like, no, what about 7:45? Like that doesn't, you know.
So you'll pick me up tonight at 7:45?
Oh, well, no, I got a few things to take care of first, but why don't we make it 7:45?
Stop it.
Okay, 7:45.
Just hearing that line is unbelievable. I mean, look at how great this is. 2:15.
I love
2:14.
the logic too that like I know he's a trucker, but the fact that Seabass has just been driving the whole way, like pretty much
that's
the
such
whole
a good
time.
point. Yeah. I mean, that is a hilarious thought. You're in the stall at the time that it says the trucker's coming. You go, oh my gosh.
Is this a top 3 Jim Carrey role?
Oh, easily, yeah. But I mean, it would be so hard. I mean, there's so many unbelievable movies. I mean, Liar Liar.
Liar Liar's in mine.
Is unreal. What's the one? I'm forgetting the name, but I just love it. Where he has the 3 black kids.
Oh, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fairley Brothers as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, the concept of that is hilarious. The thought of that.
That's like the last Jim Carrey movie that I remember being super goofy. I guess with the Fairley Brothers.
Yeah. No, you're right. But I mean, Liar Liar is I mean, The Mask was unreal. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective was unreal.
Those were all in the same year, 94.
I mean, Bruce Almighty slaps too.
Man. See, I need some help remembering these. Bruce Almighty is unbelievable. And it's not even, one of my favorite scenes from that movie isn't even Jim Carrey. It's when Steve Carell gets the teleprompter taken over. Mm-hmm. It's an all-time movie scene.
And my tiny little nipples went to France.
I mean, that is hysterical to hear again. And my tiny little nipples went to France. Oh, my gosh.
In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
I mean, this is up there for sure.
Yeah, this might be. What about you?
Well, my favorite Jim Carrey story is Reed saw Liar Liar when we were kids, and then we were at a restaurant, and he went in the bathroom and came back out just disheveled and said he'd gotten his ass beat. He's like 6 years old. My mom's like talking to the restaurant manager.
Is hysterical.
I just remember being a kid and just seeing Jim Carrey be like, that looks like fun. You know, and I did that, and I didn't realize the implications of just being a liar.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta like live with this now.
Mom on the way home was like, Reed, did you beat yourself up in the bathroom? He was just like, yeah.
Y'all have known each other that long.
We're brothers.
We're brothers.
Oh, well, thanks for tying the I go, well, you guys look similar. When I first walked up, I mean, at a glance, I thought y'all were twins. I'm not joking.
Well, we are twinned out, right?
Yeah. I mean, the outfits are unbelievable.
The extra glove scene, though. I mean, that's
another one. I've done it countless times. Yeah, it's the Rockies.
You've had extra gloves
this entire time.
Right. You've had this pair of extra gloves this whole time?
Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Do you remember how Santa Claus was spoiled for you? How you found out it wasn't real?
I got to say the classic way. School bus.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, the bus was just, those older kids just wanted to shatter dreams, you know? So yeah, you'd just be riding, having a normal afternoon. Santa Claus isn't real. And you're like, you know, that I think that's how I'm the oldest. So I didn't have the older siblings raining down on me about it. But yeah, I think that's how I found out. Yeah.
I did think when you said favorite Jim Carrey movies, I do really like The Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman movie.
Yeah, that's a good
Did you
one.
watch the making of that?
What? No, I haven't. Is it?
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
It really makes you rethink how I see Jim Carrey. Like, I love him in this point of his career, but like he just goes a little off the rails.
Yeah,
there.
I believe it.
It's a $500 plate dinner. Oh, good. Put us down for 2. No, 4. Yeah, put us down for 4.
That's
Bianca?
amazing.
Do you remember the Bianca?
Oh my god! And he's about to lean.
Binoc or whatever it was.
Oh
that you'd
yes,
spray.
yes.
Okay.
That was very popular in the 90s.
Oh yeah, no, I
Red
do remember
spray.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go to the bar, put out the vibe. I mean, that's amazing.
I love when he leans against the bar, pulls his jacket up. He's just got his butt hanging out.
I'm gonna hang by the bar. Put out the vibe.
If you could star in any type of movie, like genre or like action movie or anything, what would you want to be in?
I mean, for sure, a comedy, like a Chris Farley type role where I could kind of be explosive and big and lose my mind.
Who's your David Spade in this scenario?
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That would be great.
We have that dynamic in real life. Like, I'm around Nate a good bit, and it's like me ranting and being emotional and him being like, maybe you're just an idiot, you know? And it's like, it's the same emotional thing where me and Nate are kind of similar in some ways, but the emotion part is totally different. I'm way up here and Nate's way down there. And so we've talked about it, it'd be the coolest thing ever. Me and him would play well on screen.
Whenever you said you're in his movie, I was curious because I know you've been told that you and Nate sound similar, but like I could see y'all playing like family members.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, I get that a lot. The only thing me and Nate, we do sound similar sometimes. Like I've had him on my wife has had him on like Waze in our car, and I've heard him and I've been like, the only thing I hate is when people go, and it happens a lot in the comments of my reels, he does the exact same comedy as Nate, or this is Nate's comedy, and it's like the most delusional, and I'm sitting there losing my mind with bloodshot eyes, just like screaming about something. They go, yeah, I stole this from Nate. And I'm like, what are you? And I don't lose sleep over it, but I'm just, how dumb they are takes a little bit of,
You sweat more than the first minute on stage than Nate has in a year.
I mean, our cadence on stage is not the same. I mean, when we talk, our voices sound, I think it's, we grew up like 90 miles apart. So, maybe it's a similar accent regionally.
Whatever you do, don't start putting your arm behind your back.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of comics that go out with Nate that started doing that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, do you not realize? And I mean, it doesn't like hurt anything. It's like the Shane Gillis effect. Everybody's holding their microphone with two hands in front of their face. And it's like, hold it however I kind of hold my microphone different.
I noticed you hold it
I
down
do.
here.
And I also kind of hold it like, it's been described as an ice cream cone, which I go, that is what I'm used to holding. But I kind of hold it like this, and I kind of hold it low in a way. I'm pretty proud of my micmanship, Sometimes I'll have a green guy on the soundboard in the back, and he'll try to play with, and I'm like, keep it where it's at. And I'm pretty good at, when I yell, I pull it way, because you can,
No, you did.
I got some pipes on me.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done?
Oh my gosh, fellas. I mean, I can't even tell you. I mean, I'll tell you. One of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life, okay? It's a true story. I was probably 18, 19 years old. I was dating my high school sweetheart, Hannah Turner, and we were at her house hanging out in the driveway. I had on jeans, boots, and a T-shirt like one did, and I had even more energy, 10 times the energy I have today back then. And I just took off running up the front of my Camry, and my leg went through my windshield with my boot on. True story. So her dad already didn't really like me. So I pull my boot out of the windshield. I climb up off of my car, and I go, hey, I mean, Hannah's in complete shock. She's just standing there. First of all, she doesn't know why I ran up my car. Second of all, she cannot believe my boot went through my windshield. And I'm like, hey, I was like,
picturing this Pineapple Express, but the other way.
Dude, yeah. I go, I have to go home. And about that time, her dad, who already doesn't like me, opens the screen door. And he's like, what are y'all doing? This is back in the day. We're both 18. We're in the dark driveway for too long. He's coming to check us out. He goes, what y'all doing still out here? And I go, Mr. Turner, I just broke my windshield. And he comes out there and he looks at the windshield. And he's so confused because like my heel is pressed. It like just barely went through, my heel did, but it's busted, shattered, not completely, but like, looks like almost like a rock got thrown on it. And he helps me. He goes, all right, listen. He goes, you could tell that he was like, this is for sure the end of y'all's relationship, but I'm going to try to help you out because your daddy's going to kill you. He goes, there is a goose refuge right down here. And he goes, I would tell your old man that you hit a goose on the way home. He said, do not tell him that you did what you just did. And I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. I mean, this man's like a very conservative Christian man. He's given me a lie to tell my old man, which also gives you an idea of how terrified we all were of Bill. And I go, okay, all right. So I go home and I park my car. I usually park my car in the garage. I parked my car halfway into our tree line, like kind of behind a tree. And my dad wakes me up in the morning. He's like, what just happened? You know, he goes, what happened to your car? And I go, Dad, you're not going to believe this. I go, a goose hit the car and there was just a big enough hole. I go, and he came through the windshield. And my dad goes, there's no feathers or blood or anything. I go, he landed in my lap. I tossed him back out the window. And you see my dad, he's disgusted. He doesn't buy a line of it. My mother comes in there and she's like, I heard you hit a goose. She's like being all sweet, yada, yada. We have Safe Light come out. They're out there repairing it. Me and my dad are standing there watching them repair it. And my dad goes, yeah, my son told me he hit a goose. And the guy fixing the window goes, this is none of my business. He goes, but he did not hit a goose and just ended up fixing the window. But that's the dumbest thing that I have ever done. Sorry for such a long-winded story.
That's hilarious.
But that is the dumbest thing that I've ever done in my life. And they go, you got 2 DUIs. I go, yeah. People can wrap their head around that. Running up your vehicle and sending your boot through your windshield makes no sense.
You have a lot of car trauma. I see why you don't mess with them.
Yeah, truly. Yeah.
When I was a kid, just short story, but my hair was long. My parents were out of town. I just wanted to cut my hair, so I cut it. And same type of thing where, like, you're telling a lie and you think it's good.
Yeah.
And my mom, like, what happened? I was like, oh, I was playing in the woods and my friend got caught up in the tree and ripped out, you know? And it's like, I looked like Lloyd Christmas.
Oh,
you know,
dude,
it's like, how did your hair get, like,
that's
straight
unbelievable.
across?
I remember making fun of you so bad. Would you run through a thicket?
That is unbelievable.
The craziest story.
It sounded good at the time.
Yeah, the stuff that we tell our parents. I mean, I had a girl over one time when my parents were out of town, trying to be real suave, 16 years old. We had dinner in our living room and I lit a bunch of candles. Well, I thought that, you know, she left, my parents came back, thought everything was fine, put all the candles away. My dad brings me in the living room and he goes, hey son, why is our ceiling black? He goes, the whole ceiling is black. And I had forgot about the candles and they had burned all the way until they just burned black smoke.
Oh, man.
And I had stained the entire ceiling. And I mean, just the dumbest things ever. Like, we think that we can get things past our parents. And I mean, you can't. When you're a kid, you're too dumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could go on and I won't. But the dumb stories in my life are never ending.
Who would you want to play you in your own biopic?
Man, who would I want to play me in my own biopic? I would like to think Vince Vaughn, because we have like a similar cadence and energy. I would like to think that. I mean, if it would be somebody that I think would be like close to how I look, I don't know if he can act, but sometimes on stage I make a joke and I go, I know I look like Blake Shelton got stung by bees. I would say that would be my choice. Vince Vaughn, I think, would be a good match. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. Yeah, I would be honored.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. He might be a little too old now, but I think we could pull it off.
Yeah. I was like, this biopic is going to have to be like a much successful like future year.
Yeah. I mean, Vince is like 62
They
now.
can AI his face. They can make him look a little bit younger.
True.
Did you know this is the Stanley Hotel?
I did not know that.
The whole story I've heard is that this is the hotel that Stephen King stayed in
The Shining?
when he wrote The Shining.
That is Stanley.
Wow. And even in the Stanley Hotel, the whole bar with the we landed on the moon.
Yeah.
Like, that's still on the wall. That's literally there. Jim Carrey improv that whole line.
Interesting.
When he was filming this movie, Carrey stayed in room 221, which was the same room.
Yeah.
And that in the middle of the night, he left the hotel and refused to stay there anymore.
Oh my!
Then left in the middle of the night and won't talk about it to this day.
Wow!
I know.
Yeah, I know the Stanley Hotel just from living in Colorado. I believe it's in Estes Park.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful hotel. I did not know. I'm so shocked. I did not know that this is where this was being shot. I knew The Shining was for sure.
Is it the same hotel that's in The Shining, the movie?
Yes, it's the I don't know. It's the same hotel.
Okay, I think that's the Overlook.
This is the one that's based on.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
But that's even scarier.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, true.
This is one of my favorite. When he's just like, Mary, I desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
Yeah, I mean the one in a million talk too. That's an amazing line.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Is maybe one of the most quoted lines of this.
I think you're right. I mean, you hear that too, just like sports announcers all the time.
Just about to say that. I've heard it on ESPN.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, I feel like it's a Scott Van Pelt bad beats type thing.
Yeah, for sure. I hear
what
his,
was all
I
that
heard
1 in
his
a
voice.
million talk?
Yeah, good callback. Yeah, and I mean, and his haircut, I mean, like if you see somebody with something that's like too squared off, you go, "No, that's a Dumb and Dumber look you got going on."
Lloyd Christmas, yeah.
I remember as a kid being fascinated. I found out somehow that chip in his tooth wasn't real and that they had colored it black, and I can remember it blowing my mind.
So it is real.
Yeah.
He actually had a chipped tooth.
Oh,
and
is it?
They had this cat. He pulled the cap off for the movie.
That is insane.
So it was a previous.
That is so crazy because I can remember. I mean, that's probably something as a kid that I came up with because I was like, he doesn't have a chipped tooth because I was looking at interviews.
Yeah.
I go, he doesn't have a chipped tooth. But then when I was just watching it, I can see his tongue behind it. Like you can see through it.
And CGI wasn't this good in '94.
No way.
I don't even know if it existed.
It had to be a little crazy for Jim Carrey, though, every day, just looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Last question I have for you, though. What's the last great thing you've watched? Like, whether movie, TV show, special, anything that stands out
man,
that you'd like recommend to others?
I mean, the last thing I watched that was pretty good is the most off-brand thing for me. Like you would never think that I would ever like this. And it's like a Netflix movie. It's called like Damsel or something. And it's about this. This is insane, guys. And I'm just sharing this. I'm not a TV person in general. I like some movies. It's this movie about there's like this village and they had to, I feel like a loser talking about this. It's the most nerdy movie ever. So this village killed these dragons. I never liked this movie. They killed I've never liked any type of movie like this. Like this sounds like I had a kid and I'm still a virgin. This movie is, they killed these dragons like thousands of years ago. So every year they have to sacrifice a couple of women to suffice the dragons that still live for the dragons that they killed a long time ago. So they take these women and they pretend like they're being married to a prince. And then right before they get married, they push them off this ledge into this 2,000-foot dungeon to where they land down there and a dragon eats them.
You're unpunked.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're like, and I now pronounce you, yo, you know, and then they go down there and it's like, the movie is like, it's, speaking of CGI, I mean, it's unbelievable. The graphics and how it looks feels real. You know, dragons, they're not, but that one of the princesses gets pushed down there and she lives and she fights back and she finds a way to make it out of the cave where that dragon is and kind of reverse what happens and meets this other guy and they take on the king and queen. It's a really wild movie, but if I enjoyed it as a redneck who doesn't enjoy anything with dragons or princesses, other people might. But I don't watch much TV or much movies compared to a lot of people.
It sounds like The Dark Knight Rises with dragons.
Yeah. I mean, similar.
Yeah.
But that would be... and I mean, another thing, you know, I probably should have stuck with Dusty Slay's new specials. Really good. You know, in hindsight, now I'm out here like acting like I'm catching Pokemon at the park. They go, you know, Stroop's really funny. Didn't see that coming. But yeah, that's, I don't watch, I watch a lot of sports. I watch the weather. I watch some documentaries and I watch some movies. But it's been a long time since like some really bangers have come out. I feel like, you know, 90s, early 2000s was like some of the funniest movies and it's died off just a little bit since then. But that's why it's so fun to talk about Dumb and Dumber. This is a real classic.
Well, man, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Absolutely.
Look forward to seeing your special on Netflix. Where can we find you?
Derrick Yells on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. TikTok is Derrick Yells as well. I'm just about everywhere that you're going to find anything. So I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Man, thanks.
I do podcasts and hang out with folks. This was one of the more fun ones. The gifts were unbelievable. So thank y'all so much. Really appreciate it.
Of course, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know when the Netflix might come out?
March 2026.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have this pod out before then.
Good deal. Yeah, thank y'all again.
Watching movies till we